once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Before we get underway, before we kick it off with a recap of the overall markets, I would like to get a few things out the way. If you're listening, guess what? You should, if you're a returning listener, you know that I always like to get things out the way. I don't know, it's just who I am. It is just a reflection of my personality. So the first thing I like to get out the way is, how are you feeling? Comment in the comment section and let me know. Are you feeling really good? Are you feeling chipper? Are you feeling meh? Or are you just not in a good space, bad mood? Tina, I am not commenting in the comment section. I am just listening to your video. And with that, good segue. If this is your very first time listening to a ShortMeTina video, I would like to say welcome. The community welcomes you here. Again, comment in the comment section. Let us know this is your first time listening. Let me know how you found us and anything else you would like to say. Again, I know you can be doing a gazillion other things, but in this moment you are listening to me. Same for if you are a returning listener, and there's some of you who make yourself known each and every day, and I thank you so much for it. Again, you can be doing a gazillion other things in this moment. However, you're choosing it to spend that time with me, and if that's not like the best form of love out there, I don't know what is. So you love me, I love you. Even if you don't love me, guess what? I still love you, because that's what we need more of in the world, right? A lot of love. Anyway, got that out the way. Let's get this out the way. Our mission, what is our mission? Again, going forward, I think I want to start majority of our videos highlighting our mission, because it sets the tone, right? The tonality for our videos and essentially what we do here in the ShortMeTina community. So what is our mission? Our mission is to build a powerhouse of successful traders and help you find more winners. If you win, we win. I think it's self-explanatory. If you win, we win. We want to turn you into a successful trader. It's not going to be easy, but 100%. I believe it's possible. For me to do that, there has to be some communication, right? You have to let me know what your biggest frustration is in reaching your trading goals, right? So what made you frustrated today, or this week, or last week, or for the 2 years you've been trading, or for the 2 months you've been trading? I know there's frustration out there, because guess what? I've been trading for over 15 years, 1-5, and I've encountered, I want to say, just about every roadblock. So I know there's a lot of frustration out there. So again, comment in the comment section. Let me know what that is. Share. That way, you know, we can all help each other out. I think that's the best way to do this, right? And lastly, I did this yesterday. I'm going to do it again. Look out for that video. Again, I'm going to be dropping it. I want to say the first week of June. Hold me to that. So that means it's coming really soon. I got to sit down and record it. I already have it written up, but I just got to take the time out to record it. What am I recording? In my opinion, right? Or let me pose the question. What are the 3 pillars of successful trading? In my opinion, for you to be a successful trader, 3 things need to be present. There needs to be 3 foundational principles. Principle number 1, or pillar number 1, right? Methodology, aka your roadmap. How do you approach the market? Second, money management. How are you managing your money in the stock market? And thirdly, right? That makes sense. And thirdly, mindset, right? Mindset, mental discipline. Some folks refer to this as trader psychology. Super important. I'm telling you, after 15 years, nail head on. You need those 3 pillars to be successful. Methodology, your roadmap, your system. What is it? Comment, let me know if you have it. Money management, how are you managing your money? And lastly, mindset. Again, I'm going to release a video detailing these 3 concepts, and I'm going to flush them out some more. So that's that. We've got our intro out the way. Let's recap the overall markets. All right, so we have the SPY S&P 500 daily chart dating back to 2017. Again, the SPY has been trading within a range overall. We can say for the past 2 years, the lower end of that range, we can call that support, comes in at around 260. The upper end of that range comes in at around 280 to 282. For the most part, we've remained within that range with the exception of the highlighted areas. You can see it here, 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 and here. And so if we focus in on price action most recently, we broke through that support area of 280 to 282, going as low as 276.71, so about 3 to 4 points underneath the lower end of that of that support level. Today, and I think this is a good thing, today we actually had a bounce, right? You can see we tried to, I usually call it like a back test. So we tried to back test this area of 280 today, going as high as 280.04. Couldn't quite get above that 280 level, or sustain that move rather, because again, we went as high as 280.04. However, we couldn't sustain that move, pulled back a little bit to close at 278.98. Now heading into tomorrow, and generally speaking, this is not always the case, but let's pay attention to what happens Friday, tomorrow, because that might be an indicator as to what the markets will do on Monday and perhaps even next week. So, and a lot, again, it's also, we're heading into the last trading day of the month of May, and we're going to begin June. So I really want to see how we close out May, and I want to see how we open up June. So there's a lot of things going on right now in the market. Significant levels, again, that 280 to 282 level is being tested. We broke it, back tested, couldn't sustain that. And with that looming, we're heading into tomorrow, which is the last trading day of the month, and on Monday we begin the first trading day of June. So super important things going on. So heading into tomorrow, I want to pay attention, obviously, to the most recent low, today's low and yesterday's low. So we want to pay attention to 276.71, right? If we take out today's low tomorrow, which today's low is 277.81, definitely pay attention to yesterday's low of 276. If we take that out, things might not look so good on Monday, but we're not there yet. Ideally, because again, it's far easier to make money in a bull market, although you can make money in a bear market, but again, it's far easier to make it in a bull market. Ideally, I would like for us to once again try to back test that 280 area, and this time I want us to actually hold. So if we can start June at 280 or 282 and hold that, I think that's good in terms of the market continuing its bullish trajectory. However, if we break down and getting above 280 proves to be difficult, then again, we will have to once again proceed with caution. And then we have the IWM. We closed at 147.92, so we're underneath that support range of 148 to 150. Right now, I'm not going to pay so much attention to resistance of 160. It's still a very important level in my opinion, but right now we need to focus in on the fact that shorter term support that has held for about, we can say 3 months or so, we're now breaking down that level, right? So similar to SPY, heading into tomorrow and Monday, the last day of the month for May, beginning of trading in June, we want the IWM really to get above that 148 level. If it proves to be difficult, once again, we're going to have to kind of ease our foot off of that gas pedal, because it'll be very much so caution for me going forward. What else? And then we have Zynga, ticker ZNGA, daily chart. So decent price action today. We closed at 627. Went as high as, I believe in pre-market, we were up, I want to say, north of $6.50, somewhere around there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we went that high today. So that's great. Pulled back, didn't sustain that in regular trading hours. That's fine. For me, when we're getting into areas where we're breaking out, as long as we can make attempts, right? Even if we don't sustain them, as long as we make attempts, I think that that's good. So we made attempts, couldn't quite sustain it, pulled back 627 here. If you look at volume, you can't really see it here, but if you look at volume, it wasn't huge on the day. So again, although we made attempts, I'm not putting too much weight behind this, but again, we're making attempts. So continue to pay attention to Zynga. I really like it. The overall markets are acting a little bit funky right now, but once things get going, this is clearly an $8 stock in my opinion, if it continues to act in this bullish manner. I like it. What else? All right, and let's do a follow-up to Canada Goose daily chart, up about 4% on the day, to be expected because yesterday was like a really brutal day. I think it was off something like over 30%, so you had a little bit of a bounce. Again, we can sometimes refer to that as a dead cat bounce. Is the stock out the woods? Not in my opinion. Do I like the stock overall? Yes. The chart dating back to 2018, is it a great one? No, because we broke down support on volume. You can see right here, we are underneath support, which is relatively bearish, but I'm not throwing the stock out as of yet. Definitely on my watch list, watching it quite intensely. What you want to pay attention to, in my opinion, is this. What level is that? We can say the $40. Yeah, that's a good level. Let's pay attention to that. Now let's give it a range. Let's pay attention to that $38 to $40 level. If we can get up there, sustain that, then we are back within this channel. I think at that point, the stock becomes tradable. Not right now. Let the stock digest this massive move that happened yesterday, which is that 30+% sell-off. What else? And then we have ticker SDRL, another follow-up video on this particular stock. So we closed at $4.31 today, up about north of 6% on the day. Again, that's to be expected once you pay attention, or once you look at what has happened for the past 4 or 5, maybe a little bit more trading days. The stock broke down, huge sell-off. When this happens, you're always going to get those bounces. You're always going to get those 9-10% pops. The issue is it sustainable? For me, again, we're underneath longer term support. So in my opinion, the chart is broken. And what I'm expecting, or rather what I'm going to be paying attention to, let's not talk about expectations. What I'm going to be paying attention to, obviously, is the most recent low of $3.83. And you also want to pay attention to today's low of $4.07. So heading into tomorrow, the beginning of next month, pay attention to those two levels. If we break 407 tomorrow, chances are we're going to retest 383 and perhaps break lower. For this chart, rather, to look, in my opinion, relatively decent, it needs to get back and above what was once support, now resistance. We can call that area $7.75 to around $8, if that makes any sense. So again, if you go back to May, the stock broke down support. We drifted lower. We had this huge day where we sold off. We got a little bit of a bounce today, but even that bounce does not look like it's going to be sustained. Why? Because the high of the day clocked in at $4.76, and we closed at $4.73. So we're a little bit off the high of the day, closer, in my opinion, to the low of the day. So that's why I would pay attention to 407. If we take that out, if we can't even sustain this little bounce, more than likely we're going to retest 383. And if we cannot hold that, then you can tell there's absolutely no buyers or no one with real conviction in this stock. What else? And I'm going to go really quickly with some of the others right now. You're looking at ticker MARA daily chart dating back to 2017, but I do want to focus in on price action starting in late 2018. So we closed at 292, up north of 3% on the day. Like I've indicated before, I don't necessarily trade these kinds of stocks, but from a technical perspective, I think the stock, or the chart rather, is setting up relatively nicely. As long as it can remain above 250, I think things are okay. And the stock has done that for a few trading weeks. So that's good. And for you to realize the actual break, the stock has to get above, we can say, $4. But I would really focus on support, which comes in at around 250. As long as we can stay above that, things should be good. What else? And ticker SNAP, up about 2.6% on the day. All things considering, the stock, or the chart, is holding up relatively well, in my opinion. Closed at $11.99, or I see $11.99 as a print here. I would be paying attention to resistance of around $12.50 to $13. A break above that and things can get going for Snapchat. What else? And then a follow-up on Fitbit, ticker FIT daily chart. Hence why I love to play ranges or channels. You can see here, although Fitbit closed at 470 today, it went as low as 462, and it had that bounce. 462, although slightly off, comes relatively close to that support level. So in my opinion, Fitbit is entering buy territory. Not quite. Keep your eyes on this stock. What else? And then we have ticker BPMX, an update. Daily chart. Stock is off about 3% on the day. Closed at 84 cents before the split. We can say that's the equivalent to around 3 cents. The writing on the wall was when the stock broke December lows of 5 cents. So for me, that was the writing on the wall. Anytime a stock breaches not 52-week lows, but all-time lows, especially if the stock has been trading for a long time, that's never a good sign. So that was the writing on the wall for me. For BPMX to recover, it's going to take quite some time for it to recover, if it recovers at all. But you definitely want to see the stock get above 8 cents, or the equivalent before the split would be 8 cents would be the equivalent before the split, but after that, that would be around $2.11 if we're talking in terms of what trading activity is going on right now. So again, sitting here at 84 cents for things to start to look better. The stock, it needs to settle, and that's going to take weeks, if not months. And if the stock can get above $2.11, then I think you have a fighting chance. What else? All right, so let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker SLOY daily chart. I've done several videos on this particular ticker this week, so if you're curious as to what my thoughts are, you can definitely go check it out. So for me, you saw the pullback coming based on based on this candle that formed yesterday. The high, the low, the close, you can tell that there was some selling to be had, and the continuation more than likely would have happened today. That's exactly what happened. We shed north of 8% on the day, going as low as $17, closed at $18.70. So you want to pay attention, obviously, to tomorrow's low. I suspect that the selling might also continue into tomorrow. So let's cap it there. In the shorter term, bearish on ticker SOLY. Tina, once again, from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of any of these videos, do 3 things for me. 1, I think I said 3, right? Anyway, so 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comments section. Let me know if you agree, disagree with my analysis. If you're in any of these trades, generally, what are your thoughts? Second thing is definitely head on over to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina and hit that subscribe button. I do videos every day. If you are subscribed, notifications are turned on. You will never miss a video. And lastly, I've been trading for well over 15 years. If you think you can learn anything from me, then head on over to ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support.